by the water.
Y'all know what's going on. It's time for another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Breaker, and welcome to the show, y'all. Look here. Tim is talking to Gal on the phone, right? This is not his wife. This is somebody that one of the guys have introduced him to, right? He's talking to her. He's trying to convince her that they can get a lot of money if they just do what it is that he wants her to do. He still got his old plug out there on the town, and all she needs to do is go through and pick it up, bring it to him, and then bro got somebody that's going to bring it back, and they're going to take care of the business and shake the spot. Then he's going to be able to send that money home to his wife. But here's the problem. And I know this story sounds familiar. It's the same book, y'all. But see, here's the problem with that. When he's talking to this woman, it's not a girl, this is a woman. She's digging him. And when she started to dig him, she started to ignore the things that he had told her, that he was married, that he had kids. In her mind, she's saying, if you were happily married, why would you be talking to me? Get your wife to do it. You feel me? But she don't say that to him at first. She wants to see how far he'll go. And then when she drops the boom on him, she hits him with that question. And guess what he said, y'all? He told her the truth. My wife don't want no parts of it. And see, by now, girl feelings involved, and she hits him back like this. She said, well, if she ain't the type of woman that'll do what her man needed her to do, then that ain't the type of woman that you might need to be with. She hit him real hard. I'm talking, this is a gut shot. But see, Tim ain't slow either. He loves his wife, right? And he peeps the move. It's almost like a chess game, right? He's shooting his shot, she's shooting hers, right? And so somebody's trying to get the advantage here. You feel what I'm saying? He trying to maintain his position on the board. She trying to checkmate him. She's not playing. He ain't trying to win the game and conquer. He's just trying to keep his position straight. If y'all know anything about chess, positioning is the most important thing. You gotta have it. Especially if you got the long game. You got 3 phases in the game. Your opening, the middle game, and the end. And that end game, position is gonna matter. Position is gonna matter. And now, he's trying to decide what to do and what to say. So he said, look, we both gonna get money. Let's leave it at that. Now, most of the time when a female's feelings gets involved, she'll hear those words. Y'all know I'm telling the truth, and if you disagree with me, let me know. Hit me up in the comment section. If you agree with me, let me know. But she'll hear those words. But see, her heart is telling her something else. And she'll say, okay, look, I'll go on and do it, but I'm going to want something for this. You got to do something. I got my own money. And he said, we'll work out something, but he wasn't specific. He's just happy to hear her say she'll do it. Because she's got a plan. She's strategizing on, because this is the truth, y'all. Let me tell y'all something about this. The truth is this. You step outside on your girl or your guy, whatever you're doing, right? However, whatever justification you have for it, right? You're going to develop something for that person that's doing things for you. You're going to. And you got to be careful of that. You got to be careful of that. See, if you don't keep it strictly business, you're going to cross a line. And so Tim is going to visit, right? Tim is going to visit. He visits his wife and his kids one week, girl the next week. But he ain't told his wife. And after about 3 visits, that pack coming. Now he got money to send home. And he's sending his money home. And his wife, she's asking him, how are you doing this? And he said, you didn't want to know nothing about it. Just trust that everything is going to be straight. And she's telling him, please, don't do nothing that's going to prevent you from coming home. Don't do anything that's going to prevent you from coming home. And he's like, I got this. I got this under control. Everybody says the same thing. Everybody says the same thing. And girl, she's shaking it. She coming to visit. She's smelling good, looking good, dropping off the pack. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that, he understands that she's doing this for him. She don't need the money. And more, he's starting to pull closer to her. Lord have mercy. His feelings are getting involved. Because now, at the beginning, when she was coming to visit him, y'all, look here, check it out. It said, oh, awkward hug. You know, where you're standing back and you're leaning forward and you hug. Now, she kissing him on the jaw. You understand? She's easing in for the kill. But he's not resisting. I'm not going to let, you know what I'm saying, let you believe that it's all on her. Because it's not. He's not resisting. And now, he's thinking about her after visit. Now he's getting back to the unit and he's calling her to make sure she's okay. To ask her, did she enjoy the visit? The things that he says to his wife and kids. He's saying those types of things to her now. And she's enjoying that. And she'll tell him, look, call me back later. All this and that. And then she eased in with, you know, I miss you. I can't wait till I see you again. And he not thinking, or maybe he was. You tell me in the comment section. He said, I've been thinking about you too. More and more every day. It's coming out of him. It's coming out of him. And she's sitting on the phone when he's saying it, just smiling. Because she knows what's going on. She knows what's going on. That wall that he built around him, around his heart about the business, that's coming down. It's coming down. So now, when he's supposed to be calling his wife, he calls her. And then when he does call his wife, he makes up some kind of excuse, some kind of lie as to why he wasn't able to call. Because there's no way for his wife to know if he's using the phone or not using the phone or calling at a time that he says he's supposed to call her if he's calling somebody else. There's no way for her to know that. No way for anybody in the penitentiary that's outside the penitentiary to know that. One thing for sure, we can't receive calls unless we got, you know what I'm talking about, that thing. We can't receive calls. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that. You got to make collect calls here. See what I'm saying? So now, he's spending more time with her on the phone. And brought them that introduced him to her, they see it. They see it. Because, see, that's the plot. They need him to get further and further in with her. They need him to do that. So they can manipulate the mood. They benefiting too. They eating. They eating. Everybody eating. But see, what Tim don't understand is he the fall guy if something goes south. They in the background making the moves. You feel me? Now, gal, you know, she ain't with brother them like that either now. They're using her too. Everybody being used, but brother them making the move. You feel me? And they going to benefit from it no matter what unless somebody goes down. If they go down, then they're out of it. But the feelings is getting involved more and more. Every freaking phone call. Now, she's talking a little slick on the phone. Telling him she's just getting out of the bathtub. And what she's got on. And she got a shave. And all these different types of things, right? And he'll be, He'll say a little this and a little that. But he's getting excited and turned on by this, you know? And she can tell. And she's like, I sure wish I could send you some pictures. I sure wish you could see me like this and see me like that. And she's describing her body in intimate detail. Intimate detail. And he's not rejecting any of that conversation. He's not telling her, no, don't talk to me like that. He's not saying any of that because he's liking what he's hearing. He's liking it. Even though his wife does the same thing for him. He's liking that. It makes him feel like he's, you know, more of a man. He's got this beautiful woman that's telling him all of these things about herself and what she would like to do to him. And even though he's just sitting there listening, he's not telling her to stop. He's slipping. He's falling. You understand what I'm saying? So here's the thing. As the plot thickens, things change over time right now. He done got through that first year that he been put off. Now he's got one more year before he goes up for parole, right? And his wife, she's gotten into her routine about coming to visit him and all this and that, right? But she misses her man. She starts to miss him in ways that, you know, she wants private time with him because she sees the moves. She sees people making moves to the restroom and all this and that, right? So she wants to get up there on one of them weekends where she might be able to get lucky and get to the restroom. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And get hers in. You feel me? Now, let me tell you what happens now, how this thing shake out. You got to come back and listen to the next episode. You feel what I'm saying? And this one's going to be tomorrow now. And I don't want y'all to miss it because it's going to get better. I'm telling you. Stick with me on this, right? Stick with me. And this has been another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, and I say peace, y'all. I've been trying to breathe underwater.